My usual starting position.
Small coffee?
Yes, ma'am.
That voice, that signature voice of Mike Stevens.
Tell you the truth, this story has been a long time in the making.
Probably the most recognizable in all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. The voice that soothed us, informed us, intrigued us for half a century. Now, quiet. We now say goodbye to the man behind the voice, the man whose words and how he delivered them became part of the culture in this region.
I tell people what it was like going door to door. Say, is there a story here by any chance?
We were all passengers on the Pennsylvania Road with Mike Stevens. It felt like we were right in the car with him, right there when he explored the beauty of our state, right there as he met interesting people, by his side as they showed us the unique things they do. For Mike, it was always about the people, the places, not him.
Each one of these individuals is different, and each one becomes my favorite, I think, in their own little way, because they all did a little something that was unique and that was interesting and that was a lot of times fun.
Over the years, we talked to him about the special role he had here at WNEP. You could tell he treasured the job as much as we treasured his stories.
I've had the opportunity, the luxury, the pleasure, the good times of meeting good people, and they're always out there.
When his boss first sent him out on the Pennsylvania Road as a job assignment, there was no roadmap.
We want you to do this feature called On the Pennsylvania Road. And I said, well, what is it? And he said, well, we're not sure, but we think you ought to do it 3 times a week.
And so he did, quickly finding his home state is filled with unique stories.
We did a chicken flying competition one time. Tobacco spitting, I did that story out in western PA.
When you chew tobacco, you have only 2 choices concerning the juice that comes out of it. You can either spit or drown. Well, if you're going to spit, you might as well do it for something worthwhile.
Mike grew up in the Wyoming Valley, Sawyersville. He started his career at WNEP in the 1970s, doing serious news before all the features.
Mike Stevens is standing by with this live report. Mike?
Gary, all through this day, there has been a great deal of concern about the situation at 3 Mile Island.
Even finding himself in the middle of Pennsylvania history, covering the crisis at the 3 Mile Island nuclear facility in 1979.
You do it and you don't realize what you're doing or what you're working on or how big the story is until you can get back from it in 6 months or a year later. You say, oh my goodness, that was really something.
Mike was a journalist, a storyteller, a writer who found a way to string those words together in a way that made us all hang on every one of them, curious to hear what came next.
I don't have a real formula. You know, when I go to sit down and write, I put my earphones on and listen to disco music. I'm sorry, but that's what I do.
And he said combining those words with that voice just came naturally.
It is what it is, truthfully. I don't sit down in the morning before I come into work and go, I don't do any of that.
It's hard to imagine not hearing that voice again in person. We're so lucky, though, the beauty of television has preserved his voice, his words, his stories, forever. He told us this about his career here.
I must say that it is the best job I could ever imagine for myself in my entire working career. Honestly, I look at all the people we met. Look at all the places we went to, all the things we saw.
He told us this about his career here.
Better than anyone could ever imagine, and I make no bones about it.
I think we could use those words to describe him. Better than anyone could imagine. And we make no bones about how much we'll miss him.
Mike Stevens, News Watch 16, on the Pennsylvania Road.